Tell me more about baseball.
I grew up in the 40s when they didn't have television, listened to Harry Carey with the St. Louis Cardinals, put me to sleep at nighttime. So I loved baseball before I had anything to do with baseball. And one thing led to another. I remember that when I was in grade school, I was the best baseball player. I could hit the ball farther than anybody, and I was this kind of guy, okay? We had a high school. I'll get to that in a minute. But I remember when I was in the 7th grade, Jiggs Whittington was our coach at the time. I went out for baseball in 7th grade, and a lot of guys out there. And from 6th to 7th grades, guys went from here to here, or guys went from here to here, you know. They got bigger, stronger and everything. Mm-hmm. I went from about here to here, you know, just regular kid. Grew up to be 5'11" at tops, 5'10" now. And I couldn't hit the baseball because they were throwing 35 miles an hour. 6th grade, they're playing 55 or 60 miles an hour. That's not 100 miles an hour, but 55, 60 miles an hour when you're 13 years old, it's fast. So I'd hit some, but I'd miss some, I'd foul some, stuff like that. After about 3 days, I quit, went home. So a couple of days went by and baseball came. It was back in the days. These are the 50s, okay? So that was been a baseball coach. Actually, like in these movies, you see in black and white, they come out to the kid's house. Well, they did. They came out to my house. And they said to me, he said to me, John, we need you on the baseball team. You're one of the best players. I think, yeah, that's not true. He says, yeah, you're the best hitter I got. That ain't true. Yeah, it is. He says, Coach, I only hit the ball about 3 or 4 times out of 10. He says, yeah, but that's like 300 or 400 average. That's really good. You're right. He took me out there and he said, watch these kids. I watched them. None of them hit the ball. I realized I can hit the ball sometimes, you know. So that's what baseball is all about. You get a 300 hitter, he hits the ball 3 out of 10 times. Well, he gets a hit 3 out of 10 times. He probably hits the ball more than that. But anyway, I got to where I found out. Then if he hadn't came to my house, I'd never played baseball. All the way, all my success that I had in baseball and everything through the years, I wouldn't have had if he hadn't came into my house. I can get braggadocious all you want me to, but I had one of these what they call cannon arms. When we were in high school, we used to play burnout. You know, you just throw it, try to burn the person out. And after the fifth guy on my team in 2 years, I broke their hands. The coach said I could never play burnout again. I had this cannon arm. I used to be able to take the ball from center field, 300 plus feet, and throw it to home plate, you know, 2 foot off the ground all the way there. I just had this cannon arm, you know. So that brings another story, though. The coach said I had such a great arm that he's going to have me pitch against Stigler, Oklahoma, small Muskogee Roughers, small town, small team. So anyway, I pitched and I won the game, and the final score was 19-13. It's a no-hitter, but they got 13 runs, which means I either hit them or they ducked or I walked them, you know. Anyway, I told the coach when I was going through there, I kept hitting guys and walking them and everything. So you want to take me out? I says, no, as long as we're ahead, you can just stay in the game. So I stayed in the game. So after that, I says, I got a no-hitter. I got to win. What's my next game I'm going to pitch at? I said, you're never going to pitch again. He said, no, you got to be able to control that. It's not enough just to throw the ball hard. You got to be able to throw it straight.
How important is your sports collecting?
I got a lot. You know, I got pretty well every Hall of Fame baseball, autographed baseball, and I have probably 40, 50 World Series teams baseballs. I got Babe Ruth baseballs. I got a lot of stuff. I've always been a collector. I'll give you a baseball story. The thing about me in telling people stories, much less videoing a story, is that, yeah, I bet he did. They do that all the time, but you know, I'm gonna tell it exactly like it is. We used to do baseball cards back in the 50s, you know, buy Fleer and bubble gum and chew the bubble gum, get cards and trade baseball cards all the time, okay? By 1960, when I had to go in the Air Force, because I mentioned earlier, I had stacks. Okay, let's make the stacks smaller. Still big stacks. 50 cards minimum, 250 some. Mickey Mantle, Jackie Robinson, Joe Adcock, Whitey Ford, I had them all. Mint. Got back after 4 years Air Force. My brother was the most popular kid in Muskogee, Oklahoma. He gave them all away to all his friends. They're all gone. I had nothing to do about it, but that would be worth more than money I've ever made combined, those cards, if I got those graded, you know. Yeah. But, you know, I just remember kicking his butt, you know, and this, that, and the other. I got mad, and that's about all there was to it. In hindsight, I should have got a gun and shot myself and committed suicide. That was a lot of money to be. It wasn't then. Then the cards probably were $2 or $3 or something like that. But as of today, but you can't see the future anyway. But they're gone. I have none of those. I have no baseball cards. I remember when I played. People not gonna believe all this stuff. You know that, don't you? Okay, just keep in mind, they're not gonna believe all this stuff. Okay, we're at getting Mickey Mouse autograph. I showed you my book over there, didn't I? My encyclopedia. Anyway, Mickey Mouse signed that too. So he's at the Sands Hotel. They had Russell Martin there, and his autograph was $500. Mickey Mouse was $65. Well, let me think about that. I like baseball. So anyway, I've got these things. You know, you've seen. I've got these. I got a Hall of Fame baseball. It's got all these Hall of Famers on it that I want him to sign. I got a Mickey Mouse baseball. I want him to sign. I got a 500 home run baseball. I want him to sign. I had a baseball bat. I want him to sign. I have a Hall of Fame baseball bat. I want to sign. My encyclopedia got 7 or 8 items. He stops everything. He closes my encyclopedia. I got a lot of autographs. Anyway, he closes the encyclopedia and he slides everything to me. He looks up and says, he told me, I this. He says, you know why I know you got my first home run ball? And Bill Russell was there. Randy Pollock was the guy. Randy Pollock, okay. Was putting on the show. And anyway, so I says, he says, but I don't know about everybody said they were there when I hit my home runs and mirrors and this and that and the other. All that's on ESPN. I don't know any story when people tell me, but you made me feel good today. You told me a story I know is true. And I felt good. Yeah. I felt good. I walked down and said, I made Mickey Mouse happy. And then Marlene kissed him and he forgot all about me. Matter of fact, she's in a photograph in here somewhere that shows her kissing. I'm not talking about kissing on the cheek. He just kissed my wife right on the mouth. I had never done that yet.